stop, and John Andretti is in.
In the 4-tire pit stop for John Andretti, they've already made a wedge adjustment on his car. Andretti, like most everyone today, complaining his car is a tad loose, and he's down and away.
Just got a quick glimpse of Jeff Burton behind him. He's in for service. The crew, with a new crew chief for Bill Elliott here in 1998, taking care of the McDonald's Ford.
Joe Garone is in charge of the crew right now. He's the guy on the front tires that just showed Elliott the way to go. Forward to the front of the pack is what he wants.
Joe Garone, he's a good one, too. Been around the NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series, spent a couple of years with that 94 team. And when Mike Beam was going to move into a business role, car on the wall, Robert Presley. Caution on the Speedway. And close call there on those self-cleaning banks for Robert Presley.
Boy, he hit it and hit it and hit it again, didn't he?
Lap 77, the first caution flag of the day. The leader is Johnny Benson. Everything has cycled back around, just barely, but it has cycled back around. The timing in this sport sometimes is so very special because you can find yourself going a lap down just as easily as finding yourself back on the point. Let's take a look at what happened, guys.
Robert Presley there. He starts up, looks like a tire might have been going down. He goes up, hits the outside wall. Now watch the car hug that wall. He's out, the car's doing all that. He's not holding it up there. The right front's probably bent all the way back against the cow.
So caution is on the Speedway. Robert Presley spins at lap 77. The leader now is Johnny Benson, ahead of Bill Elliott, Mark Martin, Dale Jarrett.
Presley's incident over here off of turn 2. To update you on what happened in the pits, everybody had pitted under green. A couple of the cars have come back in. However, Dale Jarrett seemed to have gained the most. They had a great pit stop. He came out in 4th position. Also, Bobby Hamilton had a good pit stop back here. He's still in 16th, but remember, he started way back in the field. Right now, Dale Earnhardt is back in. We'll check on him. Here's Matt.
That instead of the pits beginning after the cars exit turn 4, they start somewhere within turn 4, as they used to do at the old North Wilkesboro Speedway. That would resolve that problem, but at least for right now, every time Dale Jarrett pits, he's going to have his hands full trying not to lose a whole bunch of spots.
Battle for third, a good one now. Craven is in 4th. Rusty Wallace to his inside has 3rd. See the rundown across the top of the screen. Napa Auto Parts bringing you NASCAR timing and scoring. There's Craven in 4th.
Wow, that outside camera on the 50 car of Craven must be right against the wall, because I'm telling you, it looked like he was rubbing it coming off turn 2 just then.
That's his habit. Every time Ricky Craven runs here, he goes upstairs as soon as the tires start to wear in a little bit. I asked him why that was. He sort of looked at me and winked and said, I'm not going to tell you. It's my little secret.
We talked about rookies during our pre-race show. Let's take you back to 21st spot. You see Kenny Irwin in that black, gold, and orange machine, the Texaco Haviland colors. He was battling Dale Earnhardt moments ago and won the battle for 21st and 22nd. Now you look ahead towards them.
That was Jared Cope in the 30s there on the inside, the black car. Jeff Gordon got his hands full today. I'm telling you, he's back here in the pack. He and Terry Labonte both are struggling right now.
In a car called Buckhead, and they may be wondering about chasing cars.
I'm glad you said that, because I didn't know if I wanted to step into the middle of that. I'll tell you, the rookies, though, having a pretty interesting day today. It's a lot to learn, Matt Yoakum. Far different running here than running at Daytona.
Eli, definitely so. It's 393 laps of classroom work out here today. Mark Reno told me the biggest problem the rookies will have this weekend is the fact that the tires fall off, and apparently the 17 cars in the wall. Eli?
Darrell Walton is in the wall, running in 40th position, already 3 laps down. You see the fans running the sea as caution is on the Speedway. Lap 127, Darrell Waltrip in the wall. And also problems for Greg Sachs. There comes Sachs onto the screen now as his Ford Taurus begins to erupt smoke from the rear of the automobile. So Mark Martin is the race leader. We are under caution, lap 127. Whole DW had it stacked up against him today from the get-go, guys. Darrell was a lap down before you really knew it. There's his wife, Stevie, looking on. Obviously disappointed, though at this point, clear that obviously Darrell drove around to the garage area, but you hate to see it for Darrell Waltrip.
You really do. I mean, today was his 51st Rockingham start. This guy's got 4 wins at this place, 19 tops 5s, more than anybody else. He's not going to have a good finish today.
Eli, I'd have to speculate that he may have got into some of the fluids coming out of the 98 car with Sachs, and that put him into the wall.
That could well be if he was directly behind Sachs, and to be honest, it's close enough that it was likely because Sachs, he was running in the 30s position-wise, and Darrell was back in 40th spot. And if they got into an oil problem, an oil leak or something, there's nothing you can do. You're just along for the ride. Well, see some guys trying to fake each other out there. You see that? Some of the guys said, we'll go and make the pit stop and see who goes and follows. Only Michael Waltrip actually does commit, along with Kenny Irwin. Now some of the guys further back will make their stops.
Ford credit Ford had the pit stop 4 times down and away. Wow, 18.2 seconds for Jared. Also, we might want to tell you that Earnhardt's car is running a little bit hot. Here's Matt.
The leaders on pit road. Rusty Wallace will be first to his box, going to work with Bill Wilburn and Mark Hollywood Armstrong, while Jeff Gordon hits his marks. Mike Trower going to work on the right rear Gordon. No chassis adjustments expected for Rusty Wallace. He likes the way his car is handling. Bill Wilburn onto the left side. Also the left side of Gordon's car. The captain, Mike Belden, for the 24 car. With the second can of fuel, he's in. The 24 car's down and away, and he will beat the 2-car off pit road.
And caution is on the speedway in the middle of the pit stops. A couple of cars get together in turns 3 and 4. That is Joe Nemechek. You've also had Kenny Wallace involved. Steve Burns is on pit road.
Well, Eli, bad brakes to 6 and 26. They came in just as that caution flag came out. They did not stop. They dropped it back in gear and went back out. So we'll have to see if, in fact, they have lost a lap.
It's all in the timing. We had talked about it earlier. Kenny Wallace going to the garage. That's Joe Nemechek's car up against the wall. Guys, let's take a look and see what happened out there in turns 3 and 4. Let's watch.
You can see contact there between the 2 cars. You see the cars up against the wall. Kenny Wallace there, the 81, Nemechek in the 42, and the 16 of Ted Musgrave. They made contact in the center part of the corner. Across the racetrack comes Nemechek and into the inside wall.
Kenny Wallace just an innocent victim there with no place to go.
So Kenny Wallace to the garage. Ted Musgrave, you see, going to the garage. Rick Mast is the new race leader. That's for the lead. Gordon wants it back, grabs it on the low side of the racetrack, and Rusty Wallace just gets in line ahead of Jeff Modine. Oh, trouble. Ernie Irvin, Steve Park in front of Michael Waltrip, who takes out Sterling Marlin. Being hit by others, Mike Skinner spins. Earnhardt. Here comes Bobby Labonte with a hard hit on Skinner.
Earnhardt was involved too. The right rear of Earnhardt's car got a pretty good whack there coming off turn 2.
Terry Labonte gets his lap back. Hamilton gets his lap back. Jeff Gordon is the race leader under caution.
I think Jeremy Mayfield got into that as well. Oh, Skinner's car is a mess.
A multi-car incident, lap 365, and indeed Mayfield comes down pit road. There you see Michael Waltrip, the orange 21, Skinner in the blue and yellow number 31.
Mayfield's car badly damaged. That's it.
Steve Burns?
Yep, we're right here.
I don't know what you can see from the left, but trust me, the right looks terrible.
Well, I can see enough to know the hood's bowed up where it shouldn't be on this side of pit road. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 guys on the right side of the car. There's smoke coming out underneath of it. Tough break. What a great run for young Jeremy Mayfield.
Look at Michael Waltrip's car there, front and rear damage.
Let's take a look and see what happened here, fellas. Let's watch. Where does it start? Well, there it is. Ernie Irvin was high with Steve Park. Waltrip. There's Mayfield on the low side of the track.
Completely out of the action there. He was on the flat part of the racetrack just trying to skirt by and
got Earnhardt.
Yeah, Skinner came off the wall and Earnhardt was there.
And Bobby Labonte with a heck of a hit, too.
Yep. a whole bunch of people who just had no place to go.
I wonder what got Ernie and Park up there. I guess it just kind of ran out of racetrack.
Well, they've been running so tight together at the front of the pack. This is getting toward the end of the race, and everybody's just trying to do the best they possibly can. You have that many cars and drivers that motivated, and oh boy.
Hud Strickland in the 8 just got by.
Sterling Marlin also was very, very cautious through there. Made it through. You see in the 40. Oh, he gets into Michael just a little bit there with right front corner.
Michael in the 21. Waltrip has already gone to the garage. Watch Bobby Labonte. Up, he just kind of panned away from it there, but there's another look. A lot of work on Jeremy Mayfield's car.